The next one is the measures of dispersion or measures of variation. Okay. Measures of dispersion. This measure shows the scatterings of the data. Sa Tagalog, kung gaano kakalat yung data. We measure the distance of one datum to another datum. It shows the homogeneity or the heterogeneity of the scores of the given data set. So ano ba itong mga measures of dispersion natin, class? The first measures of dispersion is called range. This is the difference between the highest and the lowest scores in the set. It is the simplest and the easiest way to determine the measures of dispersion. Again, the range is finding out the lowest and finding out the highest. Then after finding them out, we need to get the difference between them. Okay, kukunin mo yung pinakamataas na score minus sa pinakamababang score. Halimbawa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ito yung mga scores, 5. Ang pinakamataas muna ay 5. So, sulat ko 5, highest. Pinakamababa ay 1. Sulat ko 1. Pinakamababa. Tapos kunin ko na yung difference. Minus ko lang sila. 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. Anong tawag sa 4 ngayon? We call it the range. Okay, next. What about the mean absolute deviation? It pertains to the average difference between each score to the mean. How do we compute for that? It is, what is this symbol again? This symbol is sigma. Okay, parang sa mean. Sigma ng ano? Sigma or summation. Summation, double M. Total ng x minus mean. Kukunin mo muna yung x minus mean, class. Tapos over n. That is the MAD, the mean absolute deviation. Mamaya, malalaman nyo kung paano yung ginagamit. Next, the third one, the standard deviation. I know that you have heard already about this term, standard deviation. This pertains to the average difference between each score to the other scores. The more spread apart the data, the higher the deviation. Kapag mas malalayo yung mga scores sa isa't isa, mas mataas yung standard deviation. It is calculated as the square root of the V. V stands for variance. There is another formula for the variance. What is variance? It is the squared of the standard deviation. It is the squared of the standard deviation. The variance is computed using this one. Summation ulit tayo, x minus mean, pero meron 2 dito. Yung 2 na yan, raised to 2. Okay, x minus mean, may bako, tapos raised to 2. Over n minus 1. Okay? Example tayo, class. Look at this. The hourly rates of 7 faculty members, 7 teachers na lang. The hourly rates of 7 faculty members at school ABC are as follows. Ito daw yung sahod ng 7 teachers kada oras. So, yung isang teacher sumasahod ng 155 pesos kada oras. Yung isang teacher sumasahod ng 180 pesos kada oras. Yung isa naman, 170 pesos kada oras niya. So, 150 pesos yung isa, 140, 175, and then 165. Okay? Ang kailangan daw natin gawin is to find out the range, the mean absolute deviation or the MAD, mean absolute deviation or the MAD, then variance, and then lastly, the standard deviation. Look. So, ang una nyo gagawin, class, gagawa ko ng table. Okay? The table consists of yung pinakauna x. I told you about this variable. Yung x, yung kada score. Di ba meron tayong hourly rates? So, ang x1 natin dito, yung 155. Yan yung pinakaunang x, yung 155. Ilan lahat ng scores ba natin? 155, 180. So, meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So n is equal to 7. So yung unang x, x1, x2, yung x1 ay 155. Ililista nyo lang yung class sa table. Una ay x, meron tayong 1. Yung pangalawa pala, meron tayong x minus mean. Kino-compute yan class. Tapos sa dulo meron tayong x minus mean squared. Paano kino-compute yun? Lista muna natin yung lahat ng x sa baba. Okay, dito. 155, 180, 170, 150, 140, 175, 165. Sir, do we need to arrange it from the lowest up to the highest? We don't need that anymore because we are not getting the position. Okay, we are just getting the dispersion. We don't need to arrange. Just list down all the scores in X. Okay, yan ay given class. Nasa problem yan. Now, we need to compute for the X minus mean. Naalala nyo itong mean class. Ito, yung symbol na to. Ang mean na yan class, meron tayong formula for that. Kasi hindi natin makakompute yan. Yung X natin, yun yung 155, 180, 170, 150, 140, 175, and 165. So, X minus mean. Computein muna natin yung mean para makompute natin yung table na to. Ano yung formula for the mean? No? Solve for the mean, X bar. Ito, naalala niyo yung formula? This is the summation of X over N. Summation of X over N. Summation of X. Pag sinabing summation of X, total ng X. Ang total ng X ay 1,135. Saan to nakuha? Paano tayo nagkaroon ng 1,135? Just by adding. Pinag-add lang natin si 155 kay 180, kay 170, kay 150, 140, 175, and then last is 165. Pag pinag-plus mo lahat yan, makakakuha ka ng 1,135. Then, yung over n class na to, over n, kung ilan lahat sila. I mean, bilangin lang natin ilan sila. Meron tayong 7. So, over 7. Tapos, anong gagawin sa dalawang numbers? 1,135 divided by 7 now. So, pag dinivide mo yan, the answer is 162.13. Take note, everybody. Kailangan ang mean natin laging 2 decimal places lang. Kapag mas marami dyan, ililimit nyo lang sa 2 decimal places. Okay? So, 162.13. Yan yung x minus mean. I mean, ayan yung mean natin. Yan ba lang yung value ng mean natin. Now, we can now compute for the next column dito class, x minus mean. Ito, meron na tayong 7.14. Saan po nakuha yan? 7.14. Saan nakuha? Gamit tong formula na to. Yung unang x natin, the first value of x is 155. Eh, no? 155. Lagay mo lang yan sa calculator, 155. And then lagay mo minus, yung mean natin, which is yung 162.14. 162.14. Pag nilagay natin sa calculator yung class, the answer would be 7.14. Okay? Next value. Sorry. Ipakita ko muna lahat ng values ha. Okay, ngayon, itong 17.86, nakuha natin yung class mula dito sa 180. Ima-minus lang natin yung 162.14 kasi nga x minus mean tayo. So 180 minus 162.14. So the answer would be 17.86. Before I continue, yes, sino man, yung nagtaas ng kamay, Joanna? What is your question?
Sir, tinry ko po sa calc, hindi na po ba papansinin yung negative sign?
Yes. Thank you for asking. Since nakalagay dito class, absolute value, kapag ang lumabas sa calculator nyo ay negative, just ignore the negative sign because our value is in absolute value. Okay, ito yung dalawang bar na to, itong line sa gilid. dalawang line, ang ibig sabihin niyan, dapat yung magiging sagot niyo always positive. That's the absolute value. So kapag lumabas sa calculator, kapag nag-minus kayo negative, tanggalin niyo lang yung negative sign, kunin niyo lang yung value. Okay? Yung 7.86 class, nakuha po yan mula sa 170, ito, minus 162.14. Yun yung pinagkuhanan yan. Next, 12.14. Saan nakuha to? Yung x niya nakatapat 150 minus sa 162.14. So the answer is 12.14. Kaya meron tayong 12.14. Next one, itong 22.14, we obtained this value by getting the difference between 140 and 162.14. 140 minus 162.14. Next, 12.86 class. Saan nakuha to? By subtracting 175. Ay, subtracting 175 from 162.14. So 175 minus 162.14. Laging doon sa mean. Okay? 2.86, saan nakuha to? Ito yung sagot kapag ginamit mo to, 165 minus 162.14. Okay? Kaya, it is very, very important that you have to solve first for the mean. Gamit tong formula na to. Kasi kung wala kang ganyan, hindi mo makukumpleto tong column na kasunod, yung x minus mean. Eh sir, paano naman to? Yung x minus mean tapos may raise to 2. X minus mean squared. X minus mean squared. Nakuha tong 50.98 gamit tong 7.14. Ilalagay mo lang sa calculator 7.14 raised to 2. Okay, ipapakita ko sa inyo. 7.14 raised to 2. Sorry. Ito, pakita ko sa calculator class. Nakita niyo yung calculator ko? Wait lang, ipakita natin. Look, 7.14. Lagay ko sa calculator, 0.14. Tapos raise to, pindutin niyo lang tong raise to. Ayan, wait lang, ipapress ko sa calculator. 7.14, tapos raise to 2. Lagay ko lang 2. Tapos equal sign ko lang. Lalabas dyan 50.9796. Pero 2 decimal places lang tayo. So ang lalabas na lang ay ilalagay mo na lang dito ay 50.98. Okay, 50.98. Next, itong 318.98 nakuha yun dito sa 17.96. Sa pangalawang number na tayo, 17.86. Lagyan nyo lang, 17.86. Tapos raise to, pindutin nyo lang tong x raise to box. Raise to 2. Tapos equal sa inyo lang, 318.9796 ulit. 0.9796. So, 97 pero may 9 nakatabi, kaya magiging 98. Next, 7.86. Press natin ito isa-isa. 7.86 raised to 2. Yan yung ginagawa class sa third column. So, equal sign natin. Answer is 61.78. Ang nakalagay sa calculator, 61.77. Okay, 61.77. Eh, may katabing 9 yung 7 na dulo. So, magiging 78 na siya ngayon. Next, 12.14. Raised to 2 equals 147.37. May katabing 9, naging 0.38. Tapos 22.14, magiging 490.18. Tapos 12 yung pinakadulo na lang, check natin kung tama. So 2.86 raised to 8.18. Sorry. Mali. Raised to 2. Laging raised to 2. So magiging sagot ay 18.18. 8.18. So, pag ganyan lumabas sa calculator ninyo, class, pindutin nyo lang tong SD. Okay, SD. So, 8.1796. So, 8.18 kapag ni-round off. Okay? So, yan yung sagot natin. Ngayon, kumpleto na natin yung table, right? Ito. Yung 7.14, lahat yan, kumpleto na. Kukunin natin ngayon yung range. Okay? Let's get the range now. How do we compute for the range? We need to get the highest and the lowest score. Highest and lowest score. Ang HS, highest score natin, dito sa X nyo titignan, class. Ayan, dito. Sinong pinakamataas yan? The highest is 180, tama? Ang lowest natin ay 140. Bilugan ko yung highest at lowest. Ipag-minus nyo lang. Dapat makuuna yung pinakamataas. Sunod yung pinakamababa. 180 minus 140, the range is equal to 40. As simple as that. That is the easiest measures of dispersion to compute. Next, how do we compute for the mean absolute deviation? There is a formula. Summation of x minus mean. Summation, it is the total. Total daw nino, total ng x minus mean. Sino ba yung x minus mean natin? Dito, yung unang column, pangalawang column, o yung pangatlong column natin? So dito, pangatlong column, bilugan ko lang. Sino yung kamukha? Sa formula ng math, ang kailangan yung x minus mean. So x minus mean, walang raise to 2. So yung pangalawa ang kukunin mo. So paano mo makuha? Get the total. Okay, hindi mo yan lalagay lahat. Ilalagay mo silang lahat pero as one. So, gagawin mo, ito-total mo yan lahat. Okay, itotal natin sa gamit ang calculator. O, ang lumabas ay 82.86. Gamit ang calculator, class, pakita ko lang sa inyo. Isa-isayin natin na. Yan, 7.14 plus, sorry, mali. 14 plus, isa-isayin mo, 17.86. Pababa tayo ha, plus 7.86 plus 12.14 plus 22.14. Tuloy-tuloy lang, plus 12.86 plus 2.86. Tapos equal sign ninyo. Ayan. Tapos kapag ganyan lumabas fraction, just press this SD, yung sa taas ng delete. Lumabas 82.86. Kaya meron tayo sa solution natin, sa math 82.86. Then, i-divide nyo lang lagi sa n. Yung n is the number of scores. Kung ilan sila? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ilan lahat ng x? 7. Okay? So, over n. So, over 7. Tapos, yung 82.86, lagay nyo lang, 82.86 sa calculator. Tapos, divided by 7. So the answer is 11.83714,285. So 11.83 lumabas. Pero yung 83 may katabing 7. So mataas yun sa 4. Pasok yun dun sa 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Kapag ang katabi ng 83 ay 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yung 83 magiging 84 na ngayon. That's why the final answer for the math is 11.84. Next, variance. Second to the last na tayo, class. Okay, hindi to mahirap, class. Nakalagay dito ay summation na naman, sigma. Sigma. Sigma ng ano, total ng ano, sino daw yung pagpa-plus nyo? Yung x minus mean, pero may raise to 2. So, sino yun? Yung ba yung unang column, pangalawang column, o pangatlong column? So, sino yung may raise to 2 natin? Yung pangatlo. So, i-add mo lang lahat to, class. 50.98, 318.98. Ipakita ko ulit sa calculator para mas maintindihan ninyo. Calculator. Okay, takpan ko yung pangalawa. Dito tayo sa pangatlo. Pangatlong column ang i-add natin. Burahin ko muna. Look. Simulan ko dito. 50.98 plus 318.98 plus 61.78 plus 147.38. Pababa tayo class sa next is 490, tama? 490.18 plus 165.38 plus 8.18. Okay, nakarating natin sa dulo. Equal sign. So, i-convert lang natin to decimal. 1,242.86. Take note, 1,242.86. Saan lumabas sa calculator? Pakita natin. Ayun o, 1,242.86. Ngayon, over, tignan nyo yung formula class. Over ano yan? Over n. Ang n natin ay 7. Tama? 7. Yung n natin ay 7. Kasi 7 yung x natin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pero nakalagay dito, n minus 1. So, 7 minus 1 tayo. It will become 7 minus 1. 7 minus 1 is equal to 6. Kaya meron tayong over 6 dito. Tapos, anong gagawin sa dalawang to? Just divide sa calculator. So, divide nyo yan. The answer is 207.14. 207.14. That is our variance. Now, what about the last one? Standard deviation. Ito, madali lang to. Di ba meron na tayong 207.14? Ang gagawin niyo lang is square root lang, class. Square root ng V. Ano yung V natin? Ito, yung V. The variance, 207.14. Square root niyan, lagay mo lang sa calculator to. Ito lang, ganyan lang siya kadali. So, lagay ko sa calculator, class. Calculator ulit. 207.14. So nga lang, i-calculator ko lang ha. So, lagay nyo muna, class. Kapag standard deviation ang lalagay ninyo, square root lang. Tapos, lagay nyo yung value ng variance. Yung nakuha natin variance. 207.14. Yun na. Tapos, press equal sign. Lalabas ay 14.3923. 2 decimal places lang tayo. So, 14.39. Sinong katabi ng 39 dyan? 2, di ba? So, yung 2, mababa lang naman yan. So, hindi mo gagawin 40 to. 0.39 lang yan. So, the answer is, ayan, 14.39. Ayan. S is equal to 14.39. So, apat yung class sa range. Meron tayong MAD. And then variance. And then standard deviation. Ayan, range. Highest score minus lowest score. Yung MAD natin, kailangan ng summation. Summation nino, x minus min, yung pangalawang column. So, over n lang, kung ilan lahat ng x nyo. So, 7. Tapos yung MAD, 82 point, ayun na. Compute nyo lang, divide nyo lang. Then yung variance, summation naman ng pangatlong column, x minus min, squared. Tapos over n minus 1. Tandaan nyo, pag variance, laging may minus 1 sa ilalim. So, 7 minus 1, 6. Tapos kung ano magiging sagot nyo sa variance, kunin nyo lang yung square root. Ayan square root. Tapos ang magiging sagot, 14.39. That is your standard deviation. That's all about the measures of dispersion.